Good morning, sweet people. And welcome new followers. I've got quite a few new followers, and so I'm going to just go over my biscuit making again. This is White Lily self-rising flour. I put the whole bag in there and I sifted it. And I just keep it in this bowl. I'm not using all of it now. I'm just using part of it. Biscuits are so easy to make, and I just want to go over it with you one time. Now, I'm making a lot today. So you may only want one chicken egg size of your grease. You use whatever kind of grease you want to. You can use bought grease. You can use lard. You could use butter. You can use liquid. It's harder to do, but you can do it. You can use coconut oil, whatever kind you want. Well, I'm making a lot, so take the back of your hand and press you down a bird. I call it a bird nest. Like that. Put your two greases in it and get you some, if you can find it, get whole buttermilk. I'm having trouble finding it. And put you about a cup and a half in there, okay? And I've got another one out in case I need it because I'm making a bunch. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in because I am making a bunch. I've already been shaking this one up. All right, so you don't need to measure. I know some of you think you do need to, but you don't need to. Take one hand. I'm a right-handed person, so I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to squish all this grease up in with the buttermilk. I'm not pulling any flour in yet. I'm just kind of doing like this just to kind of break it up just a little bit, okay? Now, if you want to, you can come over here and get down in the bowl. Do you like to be in the bowl? Oh, let me put you down in there. There you go. And so I'm just squishing this in there like this. Now I'm going to pull in some flour with a little bit of my finger. I'm just going to pull in. I'm going to make my bowl bigger. I'm not going to pull in now from the top. I'm just pulling in a little bit and working it. Pull in a little more till it kind of gets you a dough ball in there, okay? See this? Your grandmothers made it this way, y'all. They used to have it was called a Hoosier cabinet. And they kept their flour in it. And they made biscuits every day. It was their bread. And I make them just about every day too. See how our dough is forming? And I hadn't done anything fancy or anything like that. Just kind of pull in a little bit. And look at that. Your flour is dry in the bowl. That's why you could use it over and over. Tomorrow when I make biscuits, I am going to sift the flour that's in the bowl. Just kind of sift it and I'll be ready to go again, okay? All right, that looks good to me. All right, now what you do is this. You don't want to overwork it because it makes it tough. Clean your fingers off with this other hand like this. Like that. And you have got you a little, and now what I do is I wash my hands. So just give me a second to get that done. It won't take me but a minute. I'm just trying to get the sticky off of it. All right, and dry your hands good. And then I'm going to wet my hands just a little bit with the flour like this. Because I've got to have some dry hands. So I'm going to wet them. That's wet them. I really dried them. Okay, let me show you how to do what to do now. You move your bowl out of the way. You flour your surface just a little bit. Not much. Now you don't want to get too much. And you pick your dough up. And put it down on your surface. Like that. Flour my hands again. I'm going to fold it over a time or two. And there you go. There's your biscuit dough. Now I'm going to press it down. I'm not going to overwork it. I'm going to press it down to about a 1/2 inch, I guess. Now my oven is set on 500, you followers, and this is why we do that. If you cook your biscuits on 350 or 400 or something like that, kind of a low temperature, it's going to take a long time for your biscuits to get done. Therefore, your biscuits are going to be drying out the whole time. So you don't want that. So the faster you cook them, the quicker they rise. I've greased my pan. Here's my biscuit cutter. It's just a can. You can use whatever you want to. And a lot of people say don't twist, but I always twist. I do down and give it a little twist and take it up. And that's how I do it. And each time I do that, I go over here and I flour my little can here so that it won't stick to the side of my biscuits. Now this is what I'm doing right here. I'm lining them up and I'm putting them close together. I like to put my biscuits close together and they just rise right up, y'all. Don't overwork them, and you can do this. When I finish this, I'm going to put it in a 500-degree oven, and according to your oven, it's going to take somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes. I just can't tell you exact time because your oven's not my oven, and y'all know all ovens are different. Some of you have a gas, some of you have electric like me. Some of you have a real modern one that's got a convection oven on it. Let me give you some suggestions on your convection oven. Most of your convection ovens, they give you a choice where to cook regular or convection. When you're cooking biscuits, cook regular because you don't want that air blowing around on your biscuits when you have a convection oven. You just don't want that, okay? So don't do that, for goodness sake. Just put it on a regular cooking. All right, I'm gonna show you what to do with the leftover dough here because I need to pile it back up. I've got this many more spaces and I've got this much more dough right here. So I'm gonna just take my fingertips and gently pull it together. See how easy it is? I'm going to pat it out again. And finish this pan up. Okay. You don't want to waste any of this. And so just keep doing till you get them all done. And your leftover biscuits, they're really great toasted in the oven. They surely are. All right. Now then, on this last bit, see, I got one more space. And I've got one more little thing of dough here. So I'm going to do my hands off a little. And this is how some of your grandmothers did it. They took their dough, they rolled it in their hands gently. They put it in their pan, and then they pressed it with their fingers like that. And you could actually see your grandmama's fingers in that one. And that's my biggest biscuit. Look at it. They used to call them cat head biscuits. They'd be real big. Now, I'm not going to cook them in front of you because it's not time for me to cook them yet. I got about 15 more minutes before I'm going to actually put them in the oven. But I will say this. It is so easy and it is so quick. And you can have, for supper, you could have pork chops and rice and gravy and biscuits. Or you could have a breakfast for supper. Sometimes I do that. You could just, one day for breakfast, you could just have some scrambled eggs and biscuits. Some people like to open their biscuits and put their scrambled egg inside of it. Now, this is how you clean your hands. You just keep rubbing them, and that dough dries up on there, and it'll come off. You don't want it going down your sink. And that's all it is to it, y'all. Look at this. It's just nothing to it. And you can do it, honey. You can do it so easy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You know, it's better to try it and mess up a little bit than it is never to try it at all. Don't be afraid. You've got hands. You can get you some flour, you can buttermilk, and you're going to ask me stuff on here. You're going to say, can you make it with sweet milk? Yes, you can, but you don't put in as much. I mean, because sweet milk's thinner, so you can't put in a cup and a half. But they won't be as good. Sweet milk biscuits are not like buttermilk biscuits. No, they're just not. But if you insist, go ahead and try it. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for following me, and I appreciate it, and I enjoy making biscuits with you, and I hope my people today enjoy eating these biscuits. Take care. Bye-bye.